Yep, there it goes.
Yep, so you take the lead, sir.
All right, now it's recording. Well, welcome everybody. Another live stream. So if you have any questions, just type in the chat room. Also, there was one question that I saw regarding the NFTs. It is a dynamic NFT. So it's basically what Substrate and Polkadot use, but there is going to be some different modifications done to it. Once it's all complete, I'll go into more detail with that because it ties into the Easter egg that I'm putting into the chain and into the wallet. So it's going to be kind of like a little fun little game. You could win or lose. So once we get completion of that, then I'll announce and go into more detail with it. All right. For the NFT code that we are adding, it is tied into a little Easter egg. So once that is done, you can look at the code. It's not complete right now. I'm still currently adding to it. And same with the front end. Both of those do tie in together. I am making a front end that does interact with the NFT, and I'm making a front end that does not. So it's optional if you want to interact with anything on the chain, or if you're just wanting to send coins back and forth to people, or if you're just wanting to stake. So that is your choice. Even though it's a little bit more coding, I think it kind of makes it a little bit better so there's not as much stuff on the screen so people don't get confused. All right, now I am going to start sharing my screen. Go ahead and start doing that. All right, here it is. Let me make sure that, can everybody see that? This is our social media site right here. It is tested. The basic functions do work. It is open beta. So go ahead, feel free to register and register, play with it, post. I know that some things are a little pain, mostly with Google Chrome. I'm still currently working on that. And I'm also adding code for the mobile wallet. I mean, not mobile wallet, mobile app. So by me adding that, it kind of broke a few little lines of code at other places. So I'm trying to get all that squared away. It is wehubspace.com. If you feel free to go over there.
I posted a link for you, no worries.
All right, here goes the mobile app. There you go. I just started working on this a few days ago on the mobile app. So once that is done, or at least good enough to start beta testing, I'll throw the APK. It's for Android only at the moment. With Apple, it's going to take a lot more money because they cost quite a bit to upload application, and then they scrutinize it really hard. So even if you have a loading screen on there, like it's actually loading the app or booting the app, man, they'll just cut it off right away. So that's some stuff that's going to take quite a bit of time, but you are able to use it on your mobile browser. So in case you want it, if you have a Apple device, you can just use the browser. One thing I have come in common with is the CAPTCHA. Sometimes you do, just like every other CAPTCHA in the world, you might have to do it once or twice. As for the emails, you'll have to check your junk box, because I've been finding out that the email has been going to the junk box. You'll just have to report it as not spam, so that way it'll just go directly into your inbox. Let me see. All right, Fernando, if you want to go ahead and pick up with the other topics, building your
Picking up from the decentralized chat or the
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
so in regards to the audit, so Repo, if you can show that screenshot you sent to us in the team chat, just so people can see it. Sometimes seeing is believing. But it's always important that when you release a platform, that you obviously release a platform that has some sort of privacy measures implemented and security at the forefront, because at the end of the day, the reason why alternative platforms like ours exist is because we want to provide you a safe space to go and express your thoughts, opinions, and whatever you deem to be, right in your eyes, in a way that won't be jeopardized by hackers, scammers, or people that are looking to use that information and obviously do with it what they want. So Repo running a security tool and an auditing tool scanned Facebook, and I know they got a little bit of a bump recently, but when we initially scanned it, they had a C plus on their rating, and now they're at a B or a B minus. Repo, you can correct me.
Yeah, they're at a B right now.
Okay, there you go. So they're at a B. There you go. Boom.
Yeah, it's just by using DuckDuckGo.
But if you look at our site, both times we ran the audit, we are at a B plus, meaning that in comparison to Facebook, which is, to my knowledge, the biggest social media platform for people to obviously interact via the platform itself, we are a grade level above them, which is a great feat within itself. Granted, we don't have nowhere near the user base they do, or the of course, but it just goes to show that we're off to a strong start, and we're training on the right path. Obviously, the goal is to get that grading from a B plus to an A plus, but to start off at a B plus is a great step forward for us, and for those who will obviously use the platform for its intended uses, they can rest assured knowing that their information and their privacy obviously is secure. So I'm really proud of the team, very proud of where we're starting at, and obviously the room of growth that we have to perfect the platform and continuously develop it so that it improves, be it from feature sides, but also security and privacy. Also, in the same vein, you're not going to see it in this live stream. I wanted to have it for this live stream, so I do apologize. But our decentralized chat platform. So that is going to be put out to beta after our meeting tomorrow with the person that's putting it together, which is Neil. It's on the server. It's still being tweaked with. Once I get certain things in certain orientation that's presentable and something you guys can play around with to help us live beta test, like you're going to help us live beta test this particular platform, I'll give it to you guys. That is the WhatsApp Telegram fusion clone that we have that is going to integrate with this platform. So for those who don't want to have a public forum, they want to have individual chats that's encrypted on both ends and has something similar to Snapchat, which is called the Phantom Chat. So everything you say gets scrubbed off after a certain period of time. That is going to be integrated as our version of Messenger for our Wehub platform. And that's also going to be mobile friendly and usable, and also usable on the desktop, regardless of what operating system you use. I think that's going to add a lot of value to what we're providing as a service. And more importantly, it's going to allow people to engage in more intimate engagements, because a lot of people obviously, they use social media for various things. One of them is obviously meeting other people, learning about other cultures, meeting other people, other parts in the world, and getting to know them on a one-on-one basis. So once I have that done, expect that if not by the end of this work week, the next update recording, which would be obviously the Friday after, I will have that out for you guys to use and mess around with. With that same thought process as well, going on to the next topic here, we are building out a resource library. We're adding different IPs and codes of projects from other projects, and libraries that we think is going to make the entire ecosystem not only more usable, but more pliable. At the end of the day, we're only as good as what we can provide for you guys, and we're only as good as what we can service, for lack of better words. And going off a conversation point I actually had this morning with a longtime friend, being able to provide a service in crypto, I believe is going to be the next frontier. I believe the days of just buying, selling crypto to make money are going to be the fundamental foundation blocks of the ecosystem, but they won't be the end all be all. Being able to do things with said crypto and do things that are equatable to our normal day-to-day life, like communication, for example. I think it's going to allow crypto to become more mainstream, more commonplace, and obviously at the end of the day, more adopted, because it's not going to just be an internet thing. It's just going to be a thing that everyone knows about. So any IP that you see, any GitHub idea that you see, any code or any or something that's being built by another that you think is feasible for us to put together or emulate or copy, or in some way collaborate with, please bring it to the table, because at the end of the day, it's only going to make us better, and it's going to allow us to build more bridges. And at the end of the day, building bridges leads to more networking leads to more people leads to more opportunities leads us to a better path forward to grow and to cash in, and obviously bring in more profits for you guys via a healthier market trading space, a healthier team that has more funds allocated for multiple items. And at the end of the day, it makes for an enriched community that's both savvy and obviously profit filled. Branching off the idea of profits, we are setting up a business account and a LLC. I'm most likely going to do it out of my home state of Florida, just so we can set up a proper donation portal so that you guys can pay, either use PayPal or whatever means of transacting funds that you guys prefer. If you guys want to, you don't have to, for donations. We're also going to be using it for rendered services that we provided you guys pay for. So premium subscriptions to some of our platforms are currently available and will be available, and premium memberships for certain platforms that will be available to you guys. So to receive funds and all that for donations, great. To receive funds for services rendered, great. We want to have a legitimate business front that will be taking in obviously all these transactions so that we can pay taxes and be good on the books, and just overall opens us up to tax loopholes and bonuses and all that great stuff that people take advantage of. We want in on that, and obviously the only way you're going to do that is by doing it the right way, setting up an account, setting up a corporation, and reporting what you make and don't make, and what you lose and what you don't lose. So just letting you guys know that is going to be a thing. That documentation will be public record, so I don't have to show you anything. You can just look it up. It's a registry, and it just makes us more legitimate at the end of the day. Having a legitimate business, that's part of it. The last two topics that I wanted to cover in this particular live stream before we turn it over to Q&As is the trading market itself. So obviously Wehub is not just going to be something that we interact with on services. It's obviously going to have some sort of token trading market itself. I would like to know from you guys, how do you feel about the starting price of the asset? What market pairs you would want for the asset? And then more importantly, where do you want us to place the asset in regards to max supply, emission cycle, taking rewards, so on and so forth? I'm not saying that what you guys say is going to be the carbon copy, what's going to be put into the chain, but it'll give us at least a rough idea of what you guys are thinking. I know for myself and Repo, and Repo, if I'm wrong, just correct me at any point, we're not looking to make a masternode coin. We're not looking to make a we're not looking to do anything extreme. We're definitely looking to be low emissions with a cap max supply around what we wanted to do with CoinStack, which was about 250 million. But the way things are going, given off previous conversations, it might just be maybe somewhere in the ballpark of 200 million or less, depending on how much gets burned, how much doesn't get transferred over, so on and so forth. So think with those numbers in mind, think with that philosophy in mind, and obviously share what you believe is your take on it. So again, just to reiterate, starting market price, market pairs, and where do you think about the emission cycle, emission schedule, excuse me, the reward structure, and then max supply, how you guys feel about it. So that at least as a community, you guys are obviously are hand in hand with us. You guys are involved in this development. You guys, me and Repo will be doing something else. So we want to make sure that you guys are involved as much as possible. But just know that's not going to be a carbon copy. So if you guys say 250 million and we make it 225, don't hang us. Outside of that, I hope everyone's having a great weekend thus far. I hope you guys share the link that I shared in the Discord with other, obviously, friends and family. I hope you guys, those who know how to code or those you guys are willing to learn how to code, obviously volunteer and reach out to us. And outside of that, I'm looking forward to the questions that we get today in live or in the Discord or obviously in the post rendering. So with that, the floor is open for you guys to ask questions in the chat, Discord, or whichever. I'll be looking everywhere that I have access to. Repo, I don't know if you have any closing thoughts or points.
Well, as for like the coding, it does not have a max supply coded in at all. Not right now. It does not. So that's something we're going to have to talk about or even adding. One thing I have thought about is more like putting in like a treasury code to it. So that way you could, or a voting type of deal to help burn coins at a specific time frame, or the treasury itself would be more like a burn wallet, I guess you could say. All that still has to be talked about, scheduled out, and just coded in. Right now, it's basically staking is depending on how much coins you are currently staking or have in your wallet. There's no flat structure to it since we just haven't gotten to that particular time frame as of yet. Since I've been more focusing on the bigger bulk of the code, adding the features, because the more features we have in it, the better off the coin as a whole does. It's just like Ethereum, they have a big ass supply, or even currently, and look at their price. So, or even Polkadot and Substrate, they got a good size supply also, and hell, Polkadot's like $40-$50 or something like that right now. So as a max supply, it really doesn't help anything nowadays. It's not like back in 2017 where a small level cap on the supply equals big ass returns on your funds. Nowadays it doesn't really matter on how much you got. What can you use your coin for? The usability of the chain, the usability of the project is what drives the cost of the coin nowadays. And which that is the way it should be and always should have been. And I've been making that point for many, many years. So now just everybody's been finally getting on board with it. So
we got two questions here. So both are from Amy. So the first one is thoughts on a Doge pairing. Given Doge's popularity with the normal crowd of people because of Reddit and 4chan, and I'm not mistaken, they went on a crazy run yesterday where I think Doge is like 30 cents or some ridiculous number like that.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example of max supply doesn't mean anything. That coin has like 300 billion supply, and
right.
It's like 30 cents a coin right now. Granted, we're in a very strong market, so don't take that as the standard, but it's just something to point out. Second question, can you give us some more clarification on the difference between a migration from CoinStack token to Wehub token or asset as opposed to a swap? You want to answer or you want me to answer it?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. All right, so my ultimate goal right now, like I said, it's a goal, is to have you have your Ethereum wallet address imported into our chain. So that way, you got your Ethereum wallet address, you just be able to import it to our chain, and you should just be able to get the coins. That's what I'm going to want to, once we get into beta testing network testing, that's what I'm going to test out, because I know for a fact that the Ethereum addresses are importable into our framework. So that should not be a problem. So the thing I'm going to have to figure out is, am I going to have to get everybody's address, CST address from like Etherscan, and individually just send those coins out, and then once you sync up, your coins will automatically show up. That, or I might do a verification program where you'll have to sit there and validate with screenshots. This is your CTS address. This is how much your CTS coins you have, and then I'll go ahead and send those. All that still is not set and set yet. It's just some ideas and stuff we've been trying to figure out what's the best route to go. So that way you don't have to send your CTS tokens over back to us for us to burn, because that's just a big waste of money, especially with the Ethereum gas prices averaging between $15 to $45 per cent. That's just outrageous. So I think with us, that is going to be the best option and the smartest route to go. And also, it'd be pretty easy on y'all's part.
Next question. This one I take over this one. People sent CoinStack token coins to Patriot Exchange. For those who don't know, Patriot Exchange is my exchange with Silver Fox, and it isn't working yet. So any other direction aspect. So I actually have a full stack developer finishing out the remaining bit that wasn't finished from the previous guys who built out the exchange. Your tokens are actually on the exchange server. So once that exchange is back and obviously operational live for you guys to go and log in, you'll be able to just extract your tokens and then put it back on your MetaMask, Trust, or Engine, or whatever wallet you're using to hold your Ethereum tokens. But as of right now, they're on the exchange server in the master wallets there. That was Port, excuse me. That was Port.
Yep. All right, any more questions?
Let's see, I just checked all the places that I know people can reach out to me. I don't see anything.
Feel free to go to wehubspace.com, sign up. I know it's not, really fluid like all the other social media platforms. It is kind of cumbersome. It is limited because of my server size and my speed of my server. I don't have multi-millions of dollars to sit there and put into this. We're funding this. So any donations that people are willing to help with, we can make this better. We could hire more people to make this site better. I've got probably a good 40 or 50 people waiting for this platform to join, because they are so fed up with Facebook and also other social media platforms. Hell, we even got a dislike button. F you, Facebook.
But in regards to the server, I actually just acquired a physical server to go, server tower to help assist with this. So it'll get better over time. We're adding space, both physical local servers, and then obviously getting a bunch of virtual servers that we're renting out to go increase the capacity for all the platforming in the Wehub space. But like Repo said, if you want to help out, more than welcome to. If not, just hang in with us as we obviously build up the platform. In regards to the last two comments made by Stefan, what if we had a 1 billion coin cap? I think that's a truck ton, personally. And if we're going to have a 1 billion coin cap, I might as well just put, just unlimited at that point, personally. In regards to your second comment, reward people for signing up on the platform to get 1K coins or something. That's not a bad idea. I know a referral program is in the code itself, so it's not something out of this world. So I'm not against it in regards to some sort of referral-based reward structure for signing up and having people sign up under your referral code.
Yes, I have had that problem where too many accounts signed up by this IP address. Yes, I've seen that, but is always when I was using a VPN, it does that. Or if you have like a lot of open windows.
Okay, there you go. So that was
So,
Amionics, aka our good friend Mr. Cooper. Thanks for joining the live too. I know it's late for your app. Another comment. Also, do you have any plans of advertising when everything's ready? Yes. So for those who don't know, I think I have it here. Yes, I do. This is my company shirt that I work for. I am the marketing director at Royalty Solutions, and we do online, pretty much anything that you think of marketing, digital marketing online. That's what we do. Google optimization, SEO, branding, print media, digital media, so on and so forth. So I've been obviously accruing a lot of experience working there in the office and working on my Google certification. So once we get the ball rolling, I'm going to do my best to push us into the Google AdWords for our company itself, which will be Wehub, obviously, and start promoting us to local directories and then local/national databases so that people can just start picking us up on the Google pages. My goal is once we get everything up and running, of course, is to be something that's easily be searched on Google. And we're in the trending pages. So, you know, obviously within the first 3 pages, that's when most people stop looking. For the 3rd page, good luck. On top of that, utilizing other platforms to self-advertise. There's plenty of networking groups that I've made myself acquainted with and I've known the leaders in, so that we can build a following that way for those who are interested in these type of services that we're rendering. That's why we try to make the Wehub space as broad as possible. Nothing's guaranteed, but I figure you throw in enough nets, you're gonna catch the fish eventually. Facebook ads are a great way. Facebook ads, you can run ads on Instagram, you can run ads on WhatsApp now, you can run ads on Bing, Yahoo. Google ads is what I do most of the time, but Google ads. And then on top of that, we can also do, at least for me, since I live in I'm near Miami, there's a lot of upcoming groups that are becoming crypto enthusiasts / crypto curious. So being able to put my ads / traffic in those domains, it's going to allow us to obviously pick up some organic leads as well.
Also, just out of full disclosure, there is one tracking on our site, and that's for Google Analytics. All right, and so it looks like we only got about 10 minutes left. But this is for Google Analytics. That's the only tracker that we have, is so that we can keep track. We do plan on running one ad. That's going to be on the footer of the website. There is other areas that we designated for ads, because we are going to have to sit there and generate revenue. I don't want it like whole crap load of ads where, you know, when you're trying to do something just pops up. No, it's not going to be like that. We're also going to think about dedicating a special page for our affiliates. So that way, if once you go to our affiliate page, maybe we get a kickback or something like that. It's we're going to have to think of ways to generate revenue for this, so that way we could continue to upgrade the website and upgrade the servers, because the servers are going to be it's the biggest expense right now. So that is definitely going to have to sit there and get beefed up later down the road.
What price point, this is Stefan again, what price point were you guys thinking to start off? I don't
10,000 Ether.
I don't think me and Repo have seriously sat down and thought of a starting price. At the end of the day, we could say $100, we can say $1 million, or we can say 10,000 Ether. It's what the market supports, what the community upholds. So if it takes us starting at one Doge stat and growing up from there, that's the truth. That's just where we're at. Personally, I would love for us to start at whatever price and grow in a fashion that, if we look at the all-time charting, it's has its hills and valleys, but it's trending upwards. That's my hope. So whatever price point allows that growth alongside what we're developing for you guys, that's the price I want. So whatever that is, that's the price.
Yeah, that's the ultimate thing, is that the traders determine the price, basically. How much is people are going to will to buy and trade for it. So that's the ultimate thing.
Yeah. Remember, value perceived by you guys.
Yep.
There's people paying 30-something cents for Doge right now, and Doge doesn't do anything.
Yeah, they literally don't do anything.
Again, I can't tell you in any capacity something, and then you guys try to hold me to it, or I hold you guys to it. So let's just work as a unit to make sure that we can support a market. I don't care if it's $5 trading a day or 5 million. Whatever allows us, again, to be a steady, growing chart.
All right. Well, we got 6 minutes left on the recording. So anything else real quick?
The only thing I can think of that I just want to reiterate once again, if you're in the chat and you obviously have the spare time, please engage, ask questions or just inquire. I can make other chat rooms where you guys can go and talk about anything that's not crypto related. An active Discord will only make us look better for those that we share the link to and join in. Also, share a Discord link with other people and have them join in. I understand we are still developing. We're still young. I know where we came from, and I understand the stigma that left. But at the end of the day, this is a new chapter. This is a new leap forward. It's a new leap forward, and we're turning a new leap. So anything that can help us make your money more valuable is obviously the most important thing outside of keeping a well-ran and amicable community. What can you tell more about the Easter egg? That's for you, Repo.
Yeah, I already responded to it. Once it's closer to being done, and once we're closer to going beta testing and live, then that's when I'll release more information about it.
We just got a question in Discord, but I think we answered that already in live about too many accounts. That just has to do with too many tabs open or using VPN. So on the Discord, you can answer that guy, Repo. I know it'll be a couple paste answer, but just
yeah, if they're not using a VPN or anything like that, then that's something we're gonna have to look into. Because I only time I've ran into that is while I'm using a VPN, or I had the same different tabs open. So if let me know about that, so that way I could go ahead and dig into it. But like I said, that's the only time I ran into it, is when I actually had it with a bunch of tabs, and I was also running a VPN.
I can say it's never happened to me, so if this is a newish bug that's occurring outside of what Repo just said is being recreated by other members, obviously we'll address it. The Hort, thanks for all this information. Hort, thank you to have you. Stefan, sweet. Also, there's going to be an update to the Discord or a new Discord for Wehub. Most likely, we're just going to change the name from CoinStack to Wehub, because there's not really much there in regards to what's going on for CoinStack. But in regards to making a new Discord, we're probably not. That's just a waste of time. But we might make a community Telegram for those who just swear by Telegram and can only use Telegram. Just so we can involve that crowd.
Yeah, teletrash. But I think once we get our Wehub chat, you guys are going to fall in love with that, and then you guys are going to forget all about Telegram. All about teletrash.
So you know where he feels about it. Every platform has its uses, and I respect what they're doing over there. I know they want faster growing applications, so I have to them. But in the future, hopefully that all our interactions will occur within our ecosystem. So I'm looking forward to that very much so, especially when we get our video/streaming platform up, which is something fun.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have a lot of fun with. But that's for the future. That's for another update, another time. With that, I hope you guys have a great Saturday evening or Sunday morning, depending where you are in the world. And I wish you guys nothing but the best coming forward. Then if you guys have any questions, please Discord, email, YouTube, comment section. And, if you guys have my number for whatever reason, call me and we can talk about it. I, appreciate you guys joining in, and I only hope that this becomes a more frequent what's it called? A more frequent occurrence where we can talk to you guys, show you guys live product, live beta testing, and just progress. Because at the end of the day, that's what pushes the needle forward. So
Yes.
that's the last bit I have to share.
Yeah, and we are always looking for Rust developers, web developers, blockchain developers. We are still looking for developers. The more the merrier. The more help we get, the faster we get things out. So I hope everybody have a great weekend, and thank you for joining.